My misconception, honestly, and I want to kind of take this back to runway, is I had a very similar one, which is why I started in runway. Runway is how I built up my confidence. And I really wanted to be that girl who was just like, you don't have to be 5'9" to be a runway model. You don't have to be in New York to be a runway model. And guess what? I did it. Like one of my first paid jobs was a runway job. I didn't get any taller from then, you know. I haven't moved to New York permanently from then, you know, so it was a misconception. But what was actually true, and this is something that I've always taught the girls, you know, when we work together, is that you can do anything in the industry, right? That does not mean that you're going to make your livelihood from it. So even though I can and have been in New York Fashion Week, like the official New York Fashion Week for a designer who was on the docket, like approved and paid for it, that did not pay my bills. That's not what keeps me a full-time model. Can I do it? Yes. But is that what's going to pay my bills? No. You know, so it's just like finding that's why I always tell y'all it's cool to model for fun. Any model can model for fun, but when it comes to making money from this, what's going to actually do that is not always what you see on TV.
Mhm.
I love this. You know, see, this is how we always people don't understand when we when we work together, it's always we have a good old laugh. We had a good laugh before we started recording. It's always
Yes. Because it's like just the reality of the